When you advertise a movie to have sharks, maybe use the sharks? Hello everyone, I watched Meg 2, The Trench, the sequel to the much anticipated, well, was much anticipated till the reviews came in, sequel to The Meg, which came out 5 years ago, 2018, starring Jason Statham. He's back. Paige Kennedy's back. Cliff Curtis is back. There's a bunch of other actors. Wu Jing, Sophia, I can't remember her last name. The kid from the first one is back, grown up a little bit. And it's a shark movie about megalodons. And this plot is, in a way, bad. In another way, not bad. In another way, still bad. So basically, Jason Statham is Jonas. He's a part of his family. I guess he married the woman from the first movie. She has died because I guess that actress is not coming back. She has died, and he's basically the stepfather of her kid. And so they have a captive megalodon that the research company or whatever, it's kind of vague what they do other than conservation and studying ocean. They have a megalodon in captivity that they've been training. I know, I know. And Hachi, and when you know it, as they're going down the trench to do some surveying and research, Hachi escapes. They find out that there is some bad stuff happening down in the trench, and then there's an explosion. I'm not going to reveal how, and then the megalodons get out and things happen. The first Meg is fun enough to watch. They understand that they have sharks, big sharks, megalodon sharks from prehistoric era, and they use them perfectly in the first movie. This one, Meg 2 doesn't really start until an hour and a half into the movie. The characters get stuck down in a research station, an unknown research station. I don't know how that could be unknown or how it could be built or anything like that. Don't ask me. My job is not beach or ocean. And they get stuck down there, and that's maybe 30 to 40 minutes of the movie. No sharks. I mean, the sharks show up and they're like hinted at and everything, but it is just, I don't get it. How are you going to have a movie where you're promising multiple megalodons and they don't show up until the climactic scene? Now, I understand with like Jaws and Jurassic Park and other kaiju movies, you sort of build up to the moment where you're not always showing the shark, but The Meg, the first movie, has already previously overused the shark, that you don't have to reset it and make it like a Godzilla reboot from like 2014, where you make it sort of like the mythos. I don't need mythos with The Meg. I already know it's over the top, stupid fun. And we don't get that until like the last 30 minutes of the movie. Now there are some fun things happening. There's a weird sequence where they're way down the bottom of the ocean, and Jason Statham character Jonas, he goes out into the water with nothing on, and because he has a deviated septum, he can breathe through. You're blowing out. His head would explode. It would explode, and I don't know why it didn't, but it was kind of hilarious to just watch him out in the water survive, and he just get a little blood came out. No big deal. But yeah, it's got dumb villains. Their motivations barely make enough sense. They have other animals that are not Megs that have just like came out of the trench and decided that they can walk on land, and is briefly set up at the beginning. It's just a bad movie, and they misuse the sharks. Albeit the end is very fun. I wish that beach scene in this movie was replaced. They just take that one, put it in the first one, take the first beach scene, throw it in the trash. They understood finally. There's an octopus also. There's a big octopus. It's just not what I wanted. I wanted fun, and what I got was a laborious 35-minute section of just people stuck in a research lab at the bottom of the trench. If I wanted that, I'd go watch that Kristen Stewart movie that came out. I don't need that. I want sharks attacking and doing dumb things. And also, Jason Statham probably takes less damage in this than he ever has in a Fast and Furious movie. He fights at least 3 to 4 Megs in this movie and takes no damage whatsoever. He's just like, he's got, in video game terms, he's on God mode. He's on God mode. And it's kind of fun, but that doesn't happen till the end of the movie. There's other stuff. I mean, there's just so much like packed in here that's trying to be comedy that is not really funny, but you got to respect the actors for at least trying. I'm gonna rate this 3 out of 10 baby sharks. It is not good, not gonna make any money in America because Barbie and Oppenheimer are still out. It is just disappointing. I want more Megs. I wanted the whole movie to just be Megs attacking stuff and it just getting bigger and crazier, and that just didn't happen. Un esercito di prodi